it's Bailey. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to recreate this Glam Valentine's Day look. I'm finally refilming this video. I did it once on Monday and it was like the worst experience ever. It was a tragedy, yeah, so I'm not posting that, but this is the same look and it looks much better this time. And yeah, you may have noticed I got my hair done. It doesn't really look that different. It's just kind of silverish now. So yeah, if you guys want to learn how to recreate this look, then just keep on watching. Starting out with my Modern Renaissance palette, I'm going to pick up a big fluffy blending brush and I'm going to use the shades Blonde Fresco and Burnt Orange, and I'm going to focus that mainly on the inner corner of the eye socket and the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just going to blend that throughout the crease for my transition shade. And I'm not being like very precise with this because this is going to get cleaned up with concealer later on in the video. And now I'm going to pick up the same two shades using mainly Burnt Orange and a little bit of a more defined blending brush. I'm going to put that a little bit neater in the crease to just add some dimension. And then picking up the shade Love Letter and Red Ochre, I'm going to put that mainly in the crease. And as you can see, when you're creating a cut crease, you need to focus it on the inner eye socket, which you wouldn't usually do, but when you're doing a cut crease, you're going to be cutting out a lot of the eyeshadow with the concealer. So you still want some of the eyeshadow to show through, so you need to make sure you put it on the inner corner as well. And I'm just going to be blending that all together. And then I'm going to add a little bit more, and I'm going to be using more of Red Ochre this time than the Love Letter, just to deepen things up and darken things up because I wasn't liking how pink it was looking. But yeah, I'm just going to blend that all out with a big fluffy blending brush, and then I'm going to kind of wing it out a little bit using mainly Love Letter just to kind of make it more dramatic. And then I'm going to be blending everything together. Now, using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and a small defined packing on brush, I'm going to start to cut out the half cut crease. And the way to do this is you have to be very slow and very careful, and you just want to start out by like covering your actual crease with concealer, and then you can start working your way up above your crease to mimic a more larger crease. And you're just going to do this very slow, and it takes a while. Like, it took much longer than the video actually shows. It takes a lot of practice, but it's worth it because it looks so good. And I'm just going to be setting that with the shade Tempera. Now you can see my really messy hand. It has so much makeup on the back of it, but I'm just going to be using my NYX glitter glue to make sure that my glitter sticks. And I'm going to be using my Glitter Injections glitter in Toasted Rainbow, and I'm going to be using the rose gold shade only. And I'm going to use a really small defined brush, and I'm just going to make sure I don't get this on anything but where I put down the concealer. So this also takes a while. You need to take your time to make sure it looks perfect, and you just pack that on until it's as much glitter as you want. So there can never be too much glitter, just remember that. Using a really small defined brush, I'm going to pick up the shade Love Letter and Vanadian Red. It's kind of a shimmer shade. I'm just going to pack that on the middle of the glitter just to make sure everything blends together. And I'm just going to blend that on like the outer V of my eye, and I'm just going to pick up a blending brush and blend that throughout my crease to make sure there are no harsh lines. And I'm going to be cleaning everything up to make a nice sharp line with a makeup wipe and to wipe away all the glitter before I put on my foundation. Now, using my NYX pore filler, I'm going to put that on my smile lines and my pores to make sure nothing creases. And then I'm going to be using my Hourglass Vanish foundation stick, and I'm in the shade Linen, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. And then I'm going to be using my Backlight priming filter, and I'm just going to like dip my brush into that, and it just adds a really pretty glow, and it makes everything blend together really nice and seamlessly. I just love the way it looks, and this is like the best foundation ever. I swear, if you're looking for a foundation and you don't know what to get this one. It is worth it. And yeah, it's so perfect. I love it. It's definitely my favorite ever. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M439 just to blend everything together. And then I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to be putting that on the high points of my face and underneath my eyes to just add some dimension and brighten things up. And I'm in the shade Light Sand. And I'm going to be taking my Real Technique sponge just to blend everything together. And I used to do my foundation with this, but once you realize how much product it soaks up from, like, if you go to using brush, you'll be like amazed. And plus, using a brush is just so much faster. So if you're looking for a foundation brush, definitely go for the Morphe M439. Now I'm going to be placing my RCMA translucent powder underneath my eyes to bake a little bit, and on my smile lines to make sure they don't crease, and in between my eyebrows because that's like the only place that gets oily. And then using a fluffy brush, I'm going to set the rest of my face with that same powder. And this is my favorite powder. It's so good. It does not leave a white cast or anything. I love it so much. And yeah, I was talking to someone and it was really awkward because I was filming. It was so weird. But I'm using my Hoola bronzer and a really big fluffy brush just to bronze up my face. I'm not really contouring or anything. I'm just going to try to make myself not look like an actual ghost. And then I'm going to be using my Becca blush in the shade Songbird just to make myself look alive and not like a ghost. And then I'm going to be using Champagne Pop, and I'm going to be going over that with Opal. Actually, I'm using Opal and then going over it with Champagne Pop, and I'll go over it with my beauty blender in some areas just to make sure everything's blended. I'm using those same highlighters on my inner corner and underneath my eyebrows. And then picking up a tiny brush, I'm going to be putting the shade Love Blender underneath my eyes. And then I'm going to be using my Smashbox liquid lipstick. And please ignore how tragic this looks. Like, I did a really bad job. This is the hardest part of makeup for me. I swear, lipstick is so hard. And then I'm going to be using my Revlon Falsies off camera. And then I'm going to be putting on some mascara. And this is the completed look. So this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out. Peace and blessings.